Hello everybody, and welcome to what may be the greatest moment of your entire life. You've probably been through a lot. You might even be one of those people who can look someone dead in the eyes and say, I've seen some shit. You're gonna see some shit today, let me tell you. Nothing's gonna prepare you for the nuts to butts action that's gonna take place here in just a few minutes, so get ready! And like seriously, just like take some time to get ready. I gotta put out the Discord announcement. Alright, the Discord announcement's out. I already have enough coffee in my system to hold me hostage, really. Let's be honest, that's just kind of how it is. I'm feeling pretty good. I hope y'all are feeling pretty good, because guess what? It's time to game. Oh wait, totally forgot to reset this. Oh, whoops. Fixed. Alright, so real talk. We're doing some Ultimate Forge today. That's not Ultimate Forge. Look around. You're right. Yeah, it's not Ultimate Forge, but everything from Ultimate Forge is on it. And you know what? Sometimes I just like a change of pace, you know? Sometimes it's nice to just switch things up a little. So that's what I did today. I switched things up a little bit. It's a nice little change of scenery. Things are looking good, feeling good. And, you know, overall, I think it's pretty cool. It's snow. Look at all this. Look at all this is snow. Ultimate Forge Snow Edition? No. This is called Extinction, also known as Extinct. I'd sniff that chair. Trust me, you don't want to sniff this chair. Do you know how many hours a day I spend in my gaming chair? It's a lot. That shit probably smells like me. And usually I smell nice, but sometimes I probably don't. And I mean, if you like that and you're into that, listen, my only mods link in the description below. Excuse me. Wow. My kitty cat. Sorry, my desk is not for you. Anyway, check it out. We got some cool stuff today. On the last modding stream we did, I got the Scarab pretty much working in multiplayer. There's like a couple aspects of it that need some adjustments, but honestly, it's pretty solid. It's got like a physics model and stuff, and it's pretty good overall. Rejected Musk? Ugh. Nobody needs to hear that word ever again, but thank you for writing it. Alright. Today, I'm going to do effects adjustments on the Locust, and then we're going to go ahead and touch up the Scarab a little bit more for the multiplayer side of things, and then what else? What else are we doing? Oh, right, I'm fixing the AA cannon so it can blow up as well, and then I'm putting them all into Ultimate Forge, and that's it. Locust, Scarab, AA gun, once all those are in, it's over. I don't know how many of you actually played Arcbound back in the day, okay? But this big beastly cannon over here was fun as fuck. I modded this thing in back in assembly on Halo 3 when I made my Arcbound mod, and it was so much fun. People would forge giant maps with like huge hillsides and like cliffs and stuff, and then like you would climb up the hills and stuff, and at the top there would be like a giant AA cannon just knocking people out of the sky. It was so much fun. Is the frigate Mac cannon fixed yet? No, I haven't worked on the frigate in a while. The frigate is still in the exact same state it's been in. Unfortunately, the frigate's just not a priority at all at the moment. I remember fixing that thing because of the weird MCC update. I don't even remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like some weird update that happened that broke Arcbound. Like, I don't know. There was some weird shit we had to do to it. I had to update Arcbound so many times, just extracting all the tags, re-importing them all, building the cursed BSP back up from scratch like 4 different times. That was a nightmare. Ugh. Apple Watch updated after day 10,000 of trying to update it. Yeah, don't... Okay, pro tip, okay? Pro tip. You go to an Apple store to fix any Apple products, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're just trying to sell you shit. Do not go to an Apple store, dude. Don't... Just don't go to Apple stores. That is so dumb. Dude, Apple store peoples are not tech whizzes. You go to, like, a local electronics repair store if you want something done. Those are the giga nerds. Who do you want fixing your fucking Apple products? Some ultra giga nerd who reads like manuals online, who has like tons of knowledge, or like some random guy who's like 22 years old and is just like, I don't know, it was either this or Starbucks, so now I work here. Like, you always go to the giga nerd if you need your stuff fixed. That's just smart. And yeah, Apple tech support is notoriously bad. So, you know, it do be like that. Don't buy Apple products in general. I mean, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but like, I'm an Android user and I have a PC. I used to have an iPhone. I used to have Macs, but I don't fuck with that anymore. I like having access to the nitty gritty stuff. You know, sometimes I want to do some weird shit. You know, jailbreaking iPhones, I don't know. That's probably like a thing of the past at this point. They said 50% of the watches would go bad. I told them they could update it by taking the panel off and using iBus to update it, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, dude. People at the Apple store, the people at the Apple store, they're just like, have you ever operated a Mac before? You're hired. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like it's, okay, like, it's obviously more complicated than that in reality, but like, dude, just don't. Apple products, they're gonna break. Take him to some giga nerd at some local repair store. He's going to do a 10 times better job than any fucking Apple store employee ever will. Apple store employees, I may be wrong about this, but I heard they are literally told, on top of probably not being able to, like, having the tech knowledge to fix your shit anyway, I'm pretty sure they're told just to tell you it's broken so that you have to buy a new one so that they can make a sale. They're not tech support people, they're salesmen. Mad Philosopher, thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate it. How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us. You are on the way to destruction. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. God, that is honestly the worst translation. That's a good reference, though. That takes me back to when I was just a young boy. Just a young boy. The Giga nerds have the same muscle mass as Giga Chads, but it's in their brains. That's what makes them as smart as they are. Yeah, the wrinkles in their brains are deep as hell. It's like fucking Grand Canyons. Samuel Korger, good to see you as always, and thank you for the 2. Oh, thank you for the 2. You are my break from tooth school. Thank you. Ooh. Listen, you know, if I ever need some dentistry advice, I know who to go to now. Good luck. Good luck with tooth school. Bella, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. The rant was so funny. Help. No. This is real. This is real shit, all right? Don't laugh. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. This is Anyway. I'm hyper serious right now. Now, we all know, you know, you come to this place to get some sweet, succulent Halo content. Before I go ahead and get started with the finales of actually working on stuff, I do want to say, on my last stream when I was playing Halo Wars, I was super in a terrible mood, and I lost against Demon in Halo Wars in a 1v1, and I called him out a little bit, and honestly, he didn't deserve that, and it was mostly not true. I was just in a bad mood, and I'm gonna be real, I feel bad about it, because I've just been, you know, my personal life is not the best, and I feel like, you know, some of my like anger that I had towards a certain situation kind of like spilled in there, and you know, that's not cool. And as a streamer, I feel like it's important that I come on here, even to you guys, my small community here, and just say, like, you know, that was my bad. Demon didn't deserve that shit. That's on me. I apologize to that you all had to see me get real stinky mad, and that Demon didn't deserve that. So, you know, there you go. Oh, that's it. No more donations. No, don't worry about it. Demon, listen. Yeah, honestly, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I feel bad. I don't feel good about letting things lie like that. I'm just not the kind of person where if it's like on my mind, I don't know. Plus, it was on stream in front of a bunch of people. It's just kind of embarrassing. Anyway, now we can get on with the modding. Things always happen when you miss a stream, just like how you'd always miss a day of school. True. True. Roasting your buds and they beat you. Yeah, but it was just like, it wasn't fun roasting. I was just like genuinely just like fucking brain, just like low-key upset. It wasn't like a good fun roast, I feel like, when I hit him with it. And he took it very personally, and I feel kind of bad. Anyway, it's time to make fun, cool mods. Dark Steel, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Good guy, rejected. Oh, yeah, I'm alright. But I appreciate it. Demon, thank you very much for the $5. You are here. Appreciate that. Not gonna stop the donuts. You do whatever you want, man. I appreciate it regardless, though. Alright. Woo! Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you guys this on stream, but this thing is fully multiplayer compatible now. I'm very tempted to add an animation to make this thing open up every time it fires. There's a really cool way I could do that. Very, very tempting. However, this thing is fully multiplayer compatible, which means I need to make some grav lifts that take you up top that you can place down in Forge, and when you come up here, you'll be able to get into it. I do need to change the text, though. This is not a Warthog turret. This is a full-fledged anti-aircraft cannon. So let me add that. Let me add that to the string list really quick, because that'll be mad wicked cool. You should 1v1 me. It will ruin our entire friendship. How about this? How about I get good by fighting bots a bunch and getting the gist of the game, and then I'll 1v1 other people after that. It's not a word. Yeah, it's true. It's true and real. All right, let's go there. Sorry, I'm just grabbing all of the stuff off screen right now. Oh, right, look at me. I'm a human being. Who would have thought? That's crazy. What a concept. Demon, thank you for another $5. Appreciate it. Besides, I need to roast you again by calling out this is the fourth final Ultimate Forge stream. Listen. Okay, this is, and I quote, Ultimate Forge Final Season Part 3. Okay? Much like Attack on Titan's final season, this is also the final season of Ultimate Forge. Just think about that. And Swiss, oh my god, wait, you hit the 6-month mark. Thank you very much for re-upping as a member, or at least announcing it. I appreciate it. New red badge and more badass Halo modding. Absolutely. I will do my best not to disappoint. You know, there's a lot of great Halo modders out there in the community, but none of them are dumb and stupid like me, where they don't get any actual quality work done because they're talking to chat the whole time. Demon, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate it. Okay, but stream yourself fighting bots, because that's fun. I actually will do that. I want to practice, get a feel for the game, understand the metas, and the general, like, because, like, I don't know the flow of, like, when you should send out units, when you should keep units in, what are the units best to do that with, energy resource management, that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I could use some serious training in those aspects of Halo Wars, because right now I'm kind of poo-poo stinky at it. Skaboodly Doodle, thank you for the $5 as well. Appreciate it very much. Hey, I added a basic interior with some cool floor LEDs. You'll have to bake lighting though. Check DMs. Ooh, bet. Let me see this. Yeah, sorry, I've been meaning to work on Extinction quite a bit, but I really just need to finish up Ultimate Forge. Okay, I'll take a look at that later into the stream. Oh, wait, you said you have a video of it from 2 days ago. How did I miss this? My bad. Okay, Helen, I want to show this video. Skaboodly is... He's light mapped his version of Extinction and like got it looking really fucking clean. I want to show you guys. This looks really good. Looks really, really good.
Drinks.
No, sorry, I have a Blender
Go
tutorial
finish.
up on the side. It started auto playing. Love when that happens. Hold on, let me grab this. So check this out. This is Skaboodley's his version of Extinction. It looks very clean. Look at that. Oh, look how good the baked lighting is. That shadowing. Oh, so nice. Here's my questions, guys. Do elites, grunts, and jackals talk? Yes or no? You're asking, these questions are dangerous. We're going to need to get a government agency in here to silence this person. They're asking too many questions. Oh, wait, look at this. Look how sick this is. Demon, I almost said, I saw the super chat. I almost called you Demon. Skaboodley, that is a fantastic fucking idea that you've got over here. Giant Pillar of Autumn. Beautiful, beautiful. That light mapping is spicy. Here we got the Locust. Which, by the way, we're redoing the effects on the Locust today, which is going to be pretty damn cool. Demon, thank you very much for the Fiverr. Appreciate it. It was even less fair that you spent most of the match just trying to figure out how to get the Sentinels. I had plenty of time to... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I should have... I was not prepared for 1v1. If I'm being real, I should have just said, fuck it, that I'll do 1v1 another day. Rejected, just don't say it's coming out tomorrow if it's not coming out. I've decided from now on, I'm not going to announce any release dates at all anymore. And it's just going to be done when it's done. I know Ultimate Forge is just about done, but real talk, I can't keep promising dates when every time I do, I underestimate the workload, and then I just have a shit ton more work to do. Okay, let's see this here. This is badass. A giant 400 plates that take you up to the top. Skaboodley, thank you very much for the Fiverr. Appreciate it. The new version has interior lights, so check that out when you get a chance. Okay, bet. Oh, this is so sick. I like this a lot. Okay, so you go in here, and it's like, oh, what's going on? It's a whole ass giant Forerunner tunnel, dude. You hear my Android phone? Good. I wanted you to hear it. That is fucking ominous and really badass. Is that a skylight? Is it open to the roof there or something? That's so cool. And then this takes you outside of the Covenant base. Gives me Mega Halo CE vibes. Good. I love that. I will admit the ramps might be a little bit steep for good vehicle combat, but like this is sick. This is really sick. Oh, right underneath the massive Covenant ship. You love to see it. You love to see it. This map is going to be so much fun to play. Like, actually so much fun. You know what? I might use your skybox that you used here. I think this is the Valhalla skybox. The shadows, like the direction of the sunlight and everything is really good. I like the nice open atmosphere of everything. It looks good as hell. I like it a lot. That carrier is much smaller than it should be. Yeah, but this is going to be how it do. That's how it is in the original Extinction. That's how it is here. And you know what? It looks pretty good for, as far as gameplay goes. Alright, this is nice. I'm really looking forward to actually getting my own Extinction up to this level. I love the foreign instructions they're doing. They're absolutely fantastic. I've been waiting for a while to redo much of... Why aren't my hotkeys working? Oh, there we go. I've been waiting for a while to do redo this side of the map, delete the frigate, and just put the full-on Pillar of Autumn in there with the proper scale. Also, I realized I'm so dumb for this. I don't know why I didn't realize this. I'm gonna make the entire hangar a separate BSP. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. Just attach it with a seam and call it a day. The hangar is like the easiest separate BSP ever. I'll just have it be 2 BSPs, and then I don't have to worry about anything. It's super easy. That map seems huge. Yeah, it's massive. Absolutely massive. It's going to have scarabs and pelicans, and they're all going to feel small on this scale. Did you guys see the survey when I asking people if they're done with Halo Infinite? Yep. Yeah. That's a bit rough. But hey, Infinite's still going. It do still be going. Well, let me get some water, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Let's keep it rolling. So let me show you guys. I've come to this conundrum. Indeed. This is probably the worst part about having a gigantic biped Scarab, okay? So as you guys know from the last modding stream, if you were here, this is a biped Scarab, okay? Which means that it works in multiplayer. I've reworked all the animations. You guys know how well it works in multiplayer. You can even stand on it and go inside of it. Very cool. Very cool. There is a problem, however, that I have come to, and unfortunately, I don't know if there is a easy or good solution. Oh, also, there's like some invisible boxes here because I fucked up the legs a little bit. I'll have to redo the leg physics models. But anyway, I'll fix that later. Because while you can get in it and drive it, in multiplayer as well, the problem is the camera, okay? This is not a good camera. At all. So let me show you what's actually happening here. You see that white line down at the bottom of the Scarab? This white line is the pill shape. As a character, as a biped, this white line here is completely solid, and it is the quote-unquote physics model of the Scarab itself. It travels across the ground and basically controls where the Scarab goes. The problem here is the camera is attached to the top of this. So my camera, at any given point, is attached to the tippy top of that white line. I cannot bring this white line any higher, or else it will immediately clip into the Scarab's physics model that is spawned over and over, and it will just kill it instantly. Alright, it is very unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it is. Yeah, as long as I have this Scarab the way that it is, there is going to be some issues with the camera. So, while you're such a bot, just check the dead physics box in the biped tag and make the pill taller. Dead physics? What the hell is the dead physics checkbox? Is that a real thing? Is that actually going to solve a problem here? Oh, where is it? Vehicles. Scarab H2MP, biped. I know where that checkbox is, I just have no idea what it is. Dead physics when stunned. Dead character collision group? Wait, what did you say specifically? Just check dead physics checkbox. I'm gonna guess that's what that one is, because there's dead physics when stunned, but this is not for when it's stunned. I'm just gonna assume that's what you're going for here. Okay, does that mean that I can I make this taller now without it spamming super hard? It's 8 to 15, let's see. Nope, it did not like that. It's still colliding. Let me refresh. Oh no, it's still colliding. Are you sure about this? You threw? Never mind. Well, you just got my hopes up and called me a bot, motherfucker. What the hell? I trusted you. I'm steaming mad. I'm steaming mad. It'll make the pill not collide with other bipeds and stuff? Ah, but I do wonder then. Let me check the Scarab itself is using my physics object Scarab. Not this one. And here, yeah, multiplayer physics. So this is the physics model for my very cool Scarab physics object that is giving the body of it collision and giving me the ability to stand on it like this. It's spawning every like tick of the game, so I can actually stand on it. Very cool. I wonder if there's anything I can do in this physics model that will allow me to maybe ignore bipeds, because right now it's set to a fixed motion type, which is fine. That's pretty much what I want out of it, but I don't really think that's gonna make a big difference. I'm just wondering, is there anything I can do? No collision with self, only collide with environment? Hold on, let me go back for 1 second. Alright, it's a good song. Any proxy collision groups that could work? Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Maybe. I'm gonna undo infinite inertia tensor. Proxy collision group. The problem is, if I say don't collide with bipeds, that means it's also not gonna collide with players. So that's a bit of a problem. It's not wait. It's the not physical checkbox in the biped. Oh? Oh wait, I didn't even notice that. How did I not notice that? Something literally called not... And it crashed? Okay. It died! Try that again. Kind of tuning in here. Are the shadows on the Scarab drawing at a lower resolution? Shadows look blurry somehow. I don't know actually. I'll have to check. It's possible. I don't know if this is gonna be like a permanent crash thing, or if it was just like it was checking it while it was already alive, crashes it. You know, it's starting to look like it's an instant crash. Let's uncheck that. Oh, Mr. Funny Swag, your super chat did go through, and I'm sorry I just missed it. I was super focused on what was going on. But thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate that. It's good to see you around. I've seen you around here lately. Grandma just made some bomb-ass food. Wish I could give you some. Damn, I want some homemade cooking from your grandma. That sounds good as hell. Please, please. Okay, I don't know what Anyway. Interesting. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm unintentionally trolling his stream. That's true. This is true. So yeah, checking not physical seems to kill this thing instantly. Centered at origin. I wonder what that does. Now it's just slowly sliding. I honestly, I don't know. Let's get all the errors off the screen. Look at that nice, clean view, much better. What other tick boxes can I check here, theoretically? Not physical didn't seem to do anything, but what if I do not physical and dead character collision group? Alright, it's totally not gonna crash, guys. Bitch! Said, havoc rigid body equals null crash. Well, that sure is stinky. Hey, Rejected, have you looked up Choo Choo Charles yet? I have not. And I'm a little bit good on that at the moment. Not gonna be too active in chat today, guys? Oh, shit. Best of wishes to you, Karam. I've been through that. That ain't easy. Scarab, oh Scarab, your beauty astounds me. So anyway, long story short, I'm just gonna make it so there is a giant pillar of collision that kind of just goes throughout the middle of the Scarab here. And, you know, it's gonna be like that. You know, that's just one of the downsides to the multiplayer Scarab. I could make it all the way into the ground, but then the problem would be that the camera would be like really far off of it. So frickin' watch this, idiots. Watch this frickin' stuff. The tallest I can make the Scarab is 8 before it starts colliding with the main body. And when I get inside the Scarab and I drive it, my camera is unfortunately here. Now, if I were to use this camera, it would work perfectly. Everywhere I aimed would be very accurate. So if I shoot this wall, it is... Wait, is it not accurate? How is that possible? Wait! 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 Can you make the pill shape radius super small plus dead collision group and put a hole in? I could, if I put a hole in the physics model, it still would be kind of iffy, to be honest. It would have to be a pretty big hole that could account for any drift or network lag. And then that would be like, anyway. I don't know what's happening, but, oh, Ashley just gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Ashley. That's very generous of you. Zach Fair, look at that. Sniped by Zach Fair. But here's what I'm realizing. There's something I've just discovered, a new aspect to this problem, and it is kind of big brain. I don't know how this happened, but this is gonna save me. This is gonna save everything. Yo, Ashley, yeah, Zach Fair, and hold on, the Oregonian. Thank you very much, Oregonian, for the $10 super chat. That's huge. I appreciate that generosity. Good to see you. Love the stuff you do for Halo. Keeping it, this game alive and fresh. Keep it up, Spartan. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll hopefully have some more YouTube videos coming and some community game nights and stuff, so we can all, you know, band together and be dumb and stupid together. It'll be sick. Yeah, thank you. Also, do I drink gamer subs? I have drank gamer subs and I enjoy them very much. Currently, I do not, though. I would like to. A friend of mine has a gamer subs custom like flavor in cups and stuff, and that's where I was introduced to the gamer subs, and they were very good. You know, my goal in life is just to one day have my own gamer subs. What is the idle animation on the Scarab? It's like reset to be very uniform. I kind of like it. Alright, but here's what I'm noticing, okay? Here's where I'm aiming. I'm aiming at that metal bar in the middle here. Let's see if I hit it. No, I don't. You want to know where I hit? Way above it. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So how could that be happening? It's a good question. Let's try the multiplayer camera track, which sets my camera way too high. I aim here. Where does it aim? It's still above it. So what's the deal? It's starting to look like my problem is not the problem I thought I had. It's aiming above it regardless of camera track now. This is an interesting conundrum, okay? This is good for me. I'm going to switch back to my original Scarab camera track, and I'm going to fire here, and let's see where the Scarab fires at. Way above it, okay? So regardless of where my camera is set to, the Scarab is firing above it, which implies that it was never the problem of my camera track to begin with, and that I can fix the camera easy peasy, no problem. Let's go back. Let's make the Scarab a teensy tiny little nothing ball at the bottom again, and reset the camera to here. No matter what I do now, the Scarab is firing above where it's intended to. It may have to do with the camera being centered, as the crosshair used to be, so it may not be translated. Possibly, but I'm gonna say unlikely. In fact, I don't know what the problem is now, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Bad because obviously I don't know what it is, but good because it's not the impossible to solve problem that I thought it was, which means if I can figure out what it actually is, it actually may be solvable, and this Scarab might fire perfectly, which is awesome, and I'm very happy about that. He's slowly learning why I make the weapon a separate vehicle, like on the Locust. I could do that, but I like the idea of it all being in one single unit. You actually plan on adding the Colossus? Doesn't the Mega Mantis already fill that role? I don't know. Maybe. It might just be fun to do it anyway. I think people would like both the Mega Mantis and the Colossus. But both of them are a lot of work. I kind of like the idea of doing the Colossus, though, because then I get to make it from scratch and make my own animations, instead of doing a cursed rig that just steals all the Mantis's animations. Anyway, though, let me check this out. This might be sort of kind of related to the camera track that I'm using, but let's see here. So right now on the Scarab, I'm using my custom Scarab camera track. I'm going to switch over really quickly to the Banshee D camera track, which is like a very, very tiny camera track that's really low to the ground. And I'm going to see if the aiming is good here. If I shoot the beam right here at this area, shoots completely above it at a relatively fixed area. I'm going to try the Condor camera track. Same deal. Shoots pretty much a fixed distance above it. I switch to where? Scarab. Switch to my regular camera track for it, okay. I believe if I fire it again here, same issue, fixed distance above it. I'll now keep this camera track, but I believe I had the height set to 10, I want to say. I think the only time that this worked 100% correctly was when it was a spherical radius of 10. Okay, I just killed it instantly. Okay, it does not like being spherical. Noted. So I can't do it anymore because it's got the little thingy thing, but let's try not making it spherical. So when it's not spherical, it doesn't explode instantly. I lied. Also, I need a better way of it dying, but that's for later. And that should be relatively easy. Demon, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate it. Also, dumb question. Do you want to make a cryo vehicle now? Do you mean like a cryopod? Is that what you mean? Like how in Halo CE there's a cryopod that's technically a vehicle? It's walking away from me. Get back here. Is the death animation for the bug? Technically it does have a death animation. Let me in, let me in. I'm about to set this thing's radius so high. What? Oh, cryo vehicle. You're talking about like in Halo Wars. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know there was such a thing as cryo vehicles until our 1v1. Demon, thank you for the 2. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I see what you're saying. The cryo vehicles themselves. Alright. Let's see. As far as getting this camera track proper. This is at a height of 8 with a camera track, the same Scarab one. Sharp Speed, thank you very much for the first super chat in this chat. So thank you. Good to see you. And I suppose I just hope you're enjoying the stream. Did you accidentally turn off its friction? It wasn't that it didn't have friction, it was that it was having a constant force applied to it because the giant tall pill shape in the middle was colliding with the physics of the body itself, and they were just kind of like hitting each other over and over, and the calculations of it were just making it go like and just like go flying away. Let's see, let's see. Circular aiming, perhaps. That doesn't seem to have had an effect. The good news, though, there is some good news to this. Thankfully. Which is that I can actually make the Scarab extremely tiny again. And I can put the camera track back to my original one. Which is pretty sweet. And now the camera track is perfect. Check that out. No more weird blobby thing. Oh hey, check this out. This is a track literally called Cryo. Big downside though. I am now aiming completely off and up to the near top of the screen. Still don't know why that's happening. Having 2 giant bipeds seems redundant, don't you think? I suppose so. Have you considered a first-person camera? I've considered it because I'm pretty sure it would fix the issue, but I am very against that idea. Do one more thing here. The Scarab itself is always seeming to fire above it, no matter the camera track, which means it doesn't matter whether I have the Scarab camera track that I can easily see with, or if I have the Ghost camera track, which is all the way on the ground. The fact of the matter is that ever since I added this effect to the Scarab, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might have just figured out why this is happening. That's not it either. I actually don't know when this started happening. Okay, so it's not actually anything to do with the physics model on it. This is weird. This was working. Let me go back to like, gotta be another stream. Move the crosshair? No, that's so cursed. That is beyond cursed. I am not moving the crosshair. This thing needs to work well, not duct tape popsicle sticks cursed. When did this issue begin to occur? I'm trying to rack my brain right now. I believe the Scarab's beam was always accurate before I did anything with the physics model. There must have been some kind of adjustment I made to the Scarab that I'm just not thinking of that caused this to start to happen. Let me go back. Let me go back and find my old streams. Okay. We're gonna watch the stream from the other day together and see if the Scarab still had the same problem. This is me working on the Locust for a while. And then... Wait, I think I used the Locust the entire stream. That was just a Locust only stream. Hold on. This one should have the Scarab in it. Yeah, wait, this is me driving the Scarab. I do it relatively often. Let's see, charging. Yeah, it did aim perfectly back then. So what's different? What changed? Hello? I'm gonna need somebody to explain this to me, because that shit worked great before. This is cursed. This is cursed. Alright. I'm just gonna reset as many values as I possibly can. Zach Fair, thank you for that 5. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Is it possible to make vehicles cloak or have a cloaking field like the Shroud? I don't know, actually. That's... My initial instinct would be to say no, but the truth of the matter is, I actually don't know what specifically the active camo is in the engine. So maybe. I actually don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to take a look. What's the plan for stream 100? I was thinking about that because this is stream 98. I don't know, something special. Maybe I'll actually hit drugs. I'll just take copious amounts of drugs on live stream. Let's go, baby. What changed? What changed over time? Starting camera height and crushing camera height. We should play the Lord Hoodboy experience for your 100 stream. No! Should play Minecraft with me? That's honestly a terrible idea. I don't want to do any of your guys' ideas. I think they'll sound real stinky. Start as only mods at episode 100. Yeah. Now you're speaking my language. I could not actually say what is causing this. Wait, could it be these two? What? What has changed, man? Nothing's fucking changed. Hello? Unless. Well, that explains a lot. I understand now. I get it. It all makes sense. Demon, thank you very much for the tenor. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I have two suggestions for Stream 100. Either make a first Ultimate Forge playtest where you also make a map on stream as well, or the chat-controlled modding stream where you mod or you make what chat requests. I think the chat requests mods is a lot of fun. The other problem is making mods takes a long time, so that I would have to pick and choose. You know what? I kind of like that. Like, Ultimate Forge test stream's gonna happen regardless. So I don't feel like it's special enough to warrant being... excuse me, I don't feel like it's special enough to warrant being like a what I do full on. But I think the chat controls what I mod actually is a really good idea. That sounds fun. I almost did something really goofy as hell on stream today. Some goofy ass shit. But I decided to wait on that. For now, anyway. Alright, here's the realization I'm having. At what height? 20? At a height of 20. I don't know what height my Scarab used to be at, but at a height of like 20, the Scarab will perfectly align with the main weapon here. I think green's right. I think green is 100% right. It is much smarter to have the Scarab vehicle attachment that fires. Because one thing that has never failed me, no matter the height of my camera... Well, actually, I suppose I can put this to the test. Yeah. No, I lied. So for whatever reason, at a height of 20... everything correctly goes into the center of my crosshair. What I'm assuming then is that there's a ratio here of the pill needing to essentially be at this height in order for stuff to correctly come out of it. And if I check my old camera track, sorry, music's too intense. If I check the camera track, where is it? There. I'm gonna assume things line up pretty well. Yeah. So when my pill was set to height 20, it worked pretty well. My old camera track, when it came out of the center, long story short, when the center of the pill matches up with the center of the Scarab, things do be going good. When you did the invisible physics model in 97, you messed something up? No, I don't believe so. It always came down to the pill being at this height before. The pill was always at this height on the old Scarab, so this is exactly why it matched up perfectly before. So as you can see, it actually works 100% correctly. You can actually, I don't know how well you can see it on stream, but this pill right here, the top of that little blue thing, the way that it goes all the way down through the Scarab and touches the ground, that's the bottom of the Scarab. This is what actually controls its movement. And the sad reality is I do think I need this giant line going all the way up through the Scarab And the other sad reality is that it also clips into the physics model of the Scarab. So, unfortunately, if I were to put the physics model of the Scarab onto it now, like I had before, like so, here, objects, vehicles, Scarab, H2, physics, effects, and here's the physics effect that gives it physics. The moment I add this, that pill, yeah, it collides now with the Scarab and it dies. And if it doesn't just die, it starts sliding until it does die. Which kind of sucks. Also, this thing could really go for some ragdoll physics. I'll see if I can do that later. So I'm actually not sure if there's a good solution here. I might just have to give it cringe pill physics. Just make a hole in the physics model that accommodates that pill. Well, that sounds like a good idea. The problem is the physics model itself is going to need to have a pretty large hole through the center because there's delay, there's lag on the network. That's going to make it so that physics object, it doesn't travel along with the Scarab as well, which the hole would basically have to be really large in the physics model, and people would fall through that shit very often. And it would be weird as fuck. Trying to think here if there's a potential solution. Something I can try. Can you give the pill a lot of mass and give fake physics 0 mass? I could try. It's a good idea. Mass is already set to 0. I'll set it specifically to something ludicrously low like that. On every mass value that I can find here, rigid body. Mass is 0, but let's just set it to that in case. Everything is already set to 0 on the mass, it looks like. I'll have to go to the crate object and double check it, but yeah, mass is all set to 0. Polyhedra mass, 0. Mass distribution. It doesn't necessarily seem like it's doing a lot, unfortunately. Not a pathfinding object, does not cast a shadow, early mover and early mover physics. Does not collide with, I'll uncheck that for now. Non-physical and map editor, blah blah. Isn't there a mass here on the crate object? I swear there is. Maybe not. Pretty sure to 0 some calculated value. Yeah, I could believe it. Can you make your Scarab stream VOD public? I want to look through it. They're all public. You just have to go to the live section on my channel. Oh, it's the collision model. Whoops. I need to remove that collision model anyway so it can take damage properly. I gotta make some fucking coffee in a second, or else I'm gonna start dying. We're only an hour into the stream. I'm gonna be going for hours and hours tonight. You know, I noticed, I will say this, every time I've tried to change the mass on physics objects in the past, they ended up, not really making any changes. But, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway, because this could help. If it actually will, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. But I'm gonna try. Oh, hell no. I'm not going through that many physics. Oh, fuck. This is annoying. That's so many, dude. What the fuck? Somebody automate this for me. You know, I used to, back in assembly, when I had to do this a lot, when I had to do this for like hundreds of individual objects, I would literally do auto hotkey scripts. Where it would just like move my mouse for me and I would just multiply the speed by like 10. And it would just go at like insanely quick values. It was awesome. Problem is, for something of this size, where it's only going to be like 30 plus values, it took me way longer to set up auto hotkey and get a script running than it would just to do it manually. Ugh. Dark Steel, thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate that. Valhalla tower beams are projectiles spawned through effects and scenery, meaning you can make Valhalla's and Halo C's first level 400 towers and scenery. That's true. That is 100% true. You just have an effect that plays over time and has it shoot out a beam every once in a while. Oh, I can feel my brain melting. My brain is gonna melt out of my fucking skull doing this. Oh, this is so boring. At least I have good Halo tunes to keep me sane through this test. It'll all be worth it. It'll all be worth it. It'll all be worth it. Forerunner Mac gun. Yeah, that actually does sound pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I like, when we were playing Halo Wars 2 the other day, and there was that campaign mission where it was basically a giant Forerunner gun. I thought that was really cool because it was like the equivalent of a Forerunner like Mac gun, but it was like a giant beam laser, and it just shredded through a capital ship's shields. I didn't know that the Foreigners had weapons like that on the Ark. I mean, obviously, you know, certain affinity just kind of made it up, and they were like, "This is canon now," and that now it's canon. But you know, that was really cool. It makes me want to try out some Forerunner stuff. Like, imagine how cool it would be to make like a space mod, and like a super unit is a recovered Forerunner vessel, which just has like insanely OP stuff on it. That would be pretty dope. Okay, that unfortunately did nothing. It's a good try though. Good try. Solid try. Yep. Does not look like it has any mass whatsoever. I shed a single tear for that. Wait, what is this? Hold on, let me turn off expert mode and reload this tag. What am I looking at here? That's an interesting flag I've never seen before. More stuff. Active camo always on, active camo never. Has shield impact. Model use sky lighting. Model use air probe lighting. I need to take a look at something real quickly. Where is it? Where's Ultimate Forge? Ultimate Forge, where the fuck are you? Sky model. Nothing there. Okay. What about Guardian? Okay, it didn't use it either. Never mind. Ambient occlusion. There's 0 bounces and ambient occlusion only for that model. What about the Alpine Sandbox Sky? It also used it. Fuck, I was hoping that I secretly had just solved the secret to why my skybox always busted. That's bullshit. Alright, well, for the time being, I'm just not gonna use the cool physics on the Scarab. I'd rather the Scarab work good, to be honest. Like, being able to just use it, period. That is what I would hope for. I'll see if there's some solution I can come up with off-screen. You know, sadly, you can't walk on the Scarab anymore. It's very depressing, but, you know, sometimes it just be like that. It do be like that sometimes. Feels bad. That's alright, though. If I can find a solution, I will. Otherwise, this is the best I'll be able to do. I'd rather you're able to actually use the Scarab effectively as a vehicle, than being able to use janky physics to walk inside of it. Delete the Scarab, beg Cornman to make Scarab sink. I don't know if that's gonna go over well, but, you know, maybe. Delete the Scarab completely. Start over. True. True. Well, the Scarab works good like this at least, which is kind of cool. Wait, I lied. Why is it doing this now? Hold on. Oh, never mind. It works fine. Giant tags kind of suck though. Yeah, I was about to say actually, giant tags are not the best. They're really slow and bulky. Maybe it just needs better animations, to be honest. Like, if you had a giant tag with really good animations, it could work well. Okay. Anyway, Scarab looks sick. I think it's about time we move on to the Locust for a little bit and get its effects. I just want to focus on the Locust effects today because Scarab is cool, but I can technically finish that off stream, I mean. But the remastered Locust has some pretty nice animations. It's a beautiful, beautiful work of art. Skaboodly and Green have slaved over. Looks awesome. I can finish damage states and animations, and this thing will be really dope. What happened to its mouth? Where's its mouth animations? Okay, there they were. I was just bugged for a second. This thing looks nice. You'll love to see it. Can even jump thanks to Green's beautiful genius ideas. So we're gonna have a wild stream for 100. The best idea I've seen so far is what Demon suggested, which is that the stream will just be like me taking random dumb requests from you guys. I think that'd be fun. Or maybe I'll do like a throwback stream where I just replace all the flood infection forms with like rats or something. God, I love this thing. Green and Skaboodly did such an excellent job with it. Okay. Check it out. Check it out. Alright, check it out. Bella, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Who's your favorite Impractical Joker? Maybe Sal, honestly. Like Sal. He's funny as fuck. It's been a while since I watched, though. Alright, the beam. Hey, wait. Yours is Sal, too? But that's a base take right there. Base take. Now the real question here is, how do we improve the beam? Let's take a look at what the beam's effect is made of. So, the beam itself is made up of a couple aspects. It's got the firing effect, which controls what happens at the head here. And the firing effect is also attached to this, a beam. What is the beam currently? It is a white rectangle with some purple electricity that, let me play it at slow speeds, just kind of vibrates. That's okay. However, I'm a connoisseur of particle effects. I'm gonna take this vision and I'm going to enhance it. We're gonna have the nicest locust beam on the goddamn planet. And by that I mean it's just gonna get a little fancier, generally. It should look like a tiny glassing beam. Yeah, it's a powerful plasma beam. So we're gonna take a look. What is this beam really? And while we think about what the beam really is, I'm gonna grab another coffee and go pee. BRB. I'll literally be right back. Give me like a minute. My coffee's pouring. My pee-pee has been poured. I got some Copico coffee candies straight from the Netherlands. Yeah. Hold on. I'm almost back. I swear. You can't tell me this doesn't sound like Destiny. Listen to that song. Those horns. All right. I'm back. We're back. Let's make a badass looking beam, man. I love doing effects. This is the shit I live for. It makes me so happy to work on this stuff. Let's make a badass purple plasma beam. Alright, best way to test it, TBH? Did I fix my Scarab? No, the best solution right now is just to make a really tall, thin pill. And just... I'll figure it out later. If there's something to figure out, I will. Otherwise, it'll just be in the state that it's in. We'll call it a day. Alright, let's get a good angle on this thing so we can check out the effect from, for testing purposes. Very easy. So this is what we're at right now. The beam kind of makes me have a seizure. It's going really fast. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, by the way, I should probably show this off for a second. I was trying to mess with some new animations for the Pelican, so that when you lean down, the engines kind of account for that. So that when the entire thing is like looking down like this, the engines kind of rotate to accommodate it. Kind of like how it does in cutscenes and stuff. So that way, like when you're all the way down, the engines are always kind of level. Because right now it doesn't make sense, but I couldn't quite get it working, but I'll do it later. I know there's like a pitch value I can mess with. But yeah, maybe I'll be able to do that. I think it'd be kind of fun. Be a nice little detail that too many people don't have. Anyway, let's go to the Locust Remastered and get the effects going here. I guess all the effects are still in the Locust folder. So we have a couple things here. The firing effect, for one, is going to be the most important thing. Alright? It just is. What? Why is there a... Oh, this is reusing something else. Okay, so I can just delete the first person event. That's just not important. Alright. It's a very simple effect right now. As you can see, very simple. And the way that it works is it has a beam system and a light volume, which I don't... Oh, I see the light volume. It's like a purple light volume. Okay. And it has a muzzle flash particle, which admittedly I don't really see here. But the most important thing right now is the beam system that this uses. Probably should have the front Pelican wings angle up and the back instead of down. I'm gonna be honest, Victor, I don't understand the flight physics all that well. The best I've ever done is a flight simulator, which admittedly was not that impressive. So my understanding of aerodynamic physics on a flight capable vehicle is very low, but I will take your word for it that they should angle up in the back. Rejected forgot about the meme mod stream. All I'm saying is stream number 100 could be a little wacky. It could be a little wild. What is this? Profile color? Goes orange. What am I looking at here? I'm just... You know what? What? You're right, you're right. What? God damn it. Alright. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna redo this bit from scratch. We're gonna grab some effects I'm familiar with that I know will look good here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to the weapon. We're gonna go to the monitor beam. We're gonna grab the beam system. We're gonna slap on into the remastered effects folder. This is gonna be the yeah, projectile beam system. Here's our brand new projectile beam system. After he beat the dono goal for it 30 streams ago. Wait, did I have a meme? Did I have a meme goal? I don't recall that. I had like a Minecraft stream as a goal. The one thing I did forget, actually, I keep forgetting to say this, is Green and I now owe each other a mod battle. Mod battle to the death. Okay, let's check this out in game. Hold on. Woo! You never did the Minecraft stream? I did. I in fact did. You're incorrect. So this is not the firing effect somehow. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It just uses a completely different firing effect, and that didn't actually affect anything. This stuff is killing me, man. It's so disorganized. What the fuck? Alright, let's see if I can't find it. The weapon. Locust beam weapon. It uses Locust beam projectile, and the firing effect is here. Under the Locust head firing. Okay. So hoping for a Covenant flamethrower, but it'll probably be something meme-tastic, like a fully rigged Among Us imposter biped. I don't know what you're talking about there. Definitely not. Would never do something like that. Kidding me? Absolutely not. It's crazy talk. That's crazy. Huh? What am I witnessing here? What? 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 Dude, what? What? Green, where? I'm really trying to comprehend how the fuck any of this works right now. I swear I'm trying. It uses contrails? No way. This is cursed. It should not be using contrails for this. Alright, I'm just gonna rework it a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you. Go into here. Beam tag bad? Beam tag is not bad. It was made for beams. It works good with beams. You may be surprised to find out that when it comes to beams, using the beam tag is pretty good. Okay, so it's got a beam system, a lens flare, and a light volume. That's are all good things. Contrail is beam tag, but better. Contrail is beam tag, but expensive and makes all other effects on the map disappear for no good reason. And also doesn't have the specific things that makes the beam system good. You can specify and edit the beam in many very nice ways that you cannot see and have that same effect on non-beam tag things. I'm a huge fucking cringe nerd, trust me. I know this to be true. Whoops. Hold on. I'm almost there. I'm grabbing all the stuff from the monitor. On the final boss fight, when you fight 343 Guilty Spark, he has a really good beam. And I'm just copying and pasting all that stuff into the Locust folder so that way I don't accidentally fuck up our good friend 343 Guilty Spark in that final mission. Alright, so now when we fire... Oh, I have to refresh, hold on. Now when we fire, it should basically be 343 Guilty Sparks beam. Which is what I want right now. Alright, I have to delete the hold on, the projectile that it fires has an effect on it, which it does not need. Wait, does this travel instantly? It does, okay. So it does not need its particle effect anymore. So this is what it looks like now. It's kind of got a meaner looking, more three-dimensional beam. You can see it kind of has this warping, traveling effect to it. So far, not bad. I will say the impact effect is a little bit much on my eyes. It kind of looks like the impact effect is deep frying my eyeballs. So I'll probably make some basic adjustments to that. Make it seem a little bit more powerful. But all in all, not bad. Let me go ahead and make some more adjustments then. I'll do the beam system second, but for now I'm going to do the light volume. That looks more like a combination of a glassing beam and a beam rifle. An accurate depiction of the excavation beam on the Locust is supposed to be. I mean, I literally just copied and pasted the work Bungie did, so obviously it's going to end up looking like pretty spicy, pretty nice. Welcome to content. Thank you very much for the $3 tip and starting off the tip jar for today's stream. Appreciate it. Hey, Rejected. I hope life is going easy on you and you're doing well. What's troubling you today? Life is pretty good, pretty good. I can't complain too much. No, life will never be perfection, but it's good regardless. My troubles are same old, same old. Nothing too crazy. Don't have enough time to hang out with all the people I need to hang out with and want to hang out with. Let's see, occasional girl problems and, you know, not having as much motivation as I'd always like. I think most people can relate to that stuff, though. Hey, yo? That's a huge super chat. What the fuck? God damn. Thank you very much, Demon, for a $50 super chat. Demon just slapping a 50 bomb out like it's nothing, I guess. Holy shit. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Shit. Have to make this one yellow for more letters. Well, it ended up purple, to be honest with you, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. But since this can jump, does it also have a melee button? If so, can the melee button be used to spawn a temporary bubble shield around it? Because the Locust has a bubble. It doesn't have a melee animation, but you can make it so the melee button is tied to a weapon, and the weapon can spawn stuff. So yeah, it could spawn a bubble shield. You could make it... Actually, no, I just realized, I think it had a bubble shield in the Ultimate Sandtrap Firefight that we played, that Green and I played. Light volume is good. The lens flare, I think I need to make good as well. Made it to the stream. Yeah, so is there a way to get that when we drive it? Yeah, that could be done. That's actually a pretty cool idea, to be honest. It would be fun to give that a try and see if I can't make like a... Instead of making like a brute bubble shield where it's kind of clear and yellowish, where it looks like old, nasty plastic. Admittedly, it would be pretty cool if it was like... Oh, this is starting to look pretty rad. Hold on. It would be pretty cool if it had kind of like a... Actually, what is it? What color is it in Halo Wars? Isn't it like blue? I feel like I remember it being blue. I feel like the Locust should have a zoom, so its beam is essentially the focus rifles from Reach, but more powerful. You know, it's not a bad idea. It could be like... I was thinking of it being kind of a heavy-duty beam that really fucks stuff up. Music goes hard, what the fuck? In Halo Wars 1, it's like cyan. Okay, yeah, it's like a cyan light blue. I'm tempted to try that. So, I've always wanted to make like a custom bubble shield, because the bubble shield is an interesting thing in 3, where it's like literally the model of a sphere. Stop being depressed, I'll come up there and make you not depressed. Hey, yo, relax, relax, we good. No, I don't know. Sometimes I'm a bit down and out of it, but I'll be moving in like 2 months, and you know, anytime I'm feeling not so hot, you know, I'll have like a roommate, and it'll be fun. I'll be having a good time overall. Wait, so there's still orange in there. Why is there still orange in there? Profile color shouldn't. Oh wait, I think I know why there's still orange in there. That's why the palette, the color palette right now, that's being used for the interior of the beam, is this. You can't see it well on stream, but there's a thin orange to white line. I need to change that color palette to... Wait, there's a Valhalla tower beam? That's sick. Contrails, gradients. Are these the only gradients? Excuse me? FX contrails gradients. No, that's not right. I've seen many more gradients than this. So it shouldn't be under contrails. It should be under bitmaps or something. Hold on. There's something here for this. Blue. I don't know. I don't think I should do blue. I'm pretty sure I know one that's actually purple. Purple, pink, you know. You get the drill. Blue to pink would be cool. Alright, we'll try blue. We can try blue. I know green's like freaking out, but you know, I think he'll survive. He'll be okay. Ooh, that's kind of a pretty color, to be honest. It's like a... I don't even know how to describe that color. That's really nice, though. It's like a very pale... what color is that? A very pale blue mixed with a nice deep purple. I feel like it should be more pink though. It's too... I think it's too blue. Lavender? Yeah, lavender. That was the color I was thinking of. You discovered a new color. Ugh. Let's see. Energy Trail blue. What's this look like? I think this is too blue, to be honest. Kind of nice though. It feels very Covenant-y. You know what? We could stray away. Okay, we could stray away from Halo Wars. I know this might be sacrilege. I know. I'll probably get beaten up somewhere in like some dark alleyway for suggesting this idea. All right, but just hear me out. All right, hear me out. Blue plasma beam. Green, relax, relax. Chill, okay? I'll bring it back, alright? The mix before is better. Okay, noted. Isn't the Sentinel beam blue as well? Oh, it's yellow. Jesus, that's a weird-ass color. My bad. Where... Wraith Mortar Contrail's also blue, yeah? It's just like 1,000 different blues in here. Hold on. This folder here, FX Contrails Gradients, is not where I want to be. I want to be under FX Particles Gradients, which I think is the exact same thing, but like, let's see. Yeah, there we go. It's fully purple now. Better. I still think we can do better than this, though. I do. I think this is not a bad start. Also, I really like that there's a lens flare on the head that lights up. That is blue, but it does not, unfortunately, match the rest of the thing. It needs to be a pink lens flare, although it matches the blue of the rest of the Locust. Firing and having a blue lens flare on there makes me confused. It makes my brain go, huh? So I'm gonna change that real quick. Make the beam white. I mean, more or less it is white. Can't believe you ever brought up making it not lore accurate. I don't know if I can ever trust him again. I mean, what can I say? I'm a real crazy, wild, and wacky guy. I'm a little crazy, ooh. There's the eye.lens flare. Primary skill set to weapon illumination. Let's see. Is there a way that I'll be able to make it go from blue to purple as it fires? Tint color. Modulation factor. Tinting and modulating are not the same thing. Tinting. Oh, no, I can't. I know this. Age color. Color animation. So let's steal this color real quick. Set this thing to white. Grab this. And then set it to other color to purple-ish. As a test. And then the input for color animation will be weapon illumination. That should animate it. Let's see. That technically worked. I'm surprised that worked as well as it did. It kind of fades down to a blue. You can see it fades down to a blue color after it turns off. It's like it's cooling down. It's nice. I like it. That's a good improvement to the effects overall. My only complaint now is there's this cool looking light volume on it that like... Oh, why is the light on that so intense? Oh, that's another thing it needs. Hold on. This effect also needs a light. It needs a light very badly. But I don't know... Oh, you know, the light is going to have to be attached to the head itself, actually. Because, yeah. So it's going to have to be attached to the head, because you have to put lights on the vehicle. Please make it pure pink. It's not even pure pink in Halo Wars, I think. I beg of you. It's very pink. It's quite pink. I'm confident in its pinkness. Guys, relax. Everybody, please, hey, please just relax here, all right? Well, we can make this work. Chill, everybody. You're freaking me out. Where's the light? Can you not? I swear you can attach lights directly. Like, I'm so confident. And I'm wrong. Fuck. How do they make it so there's lights that, like, appear and disappear? You can't really put lights in effects. Or can you? I'm thinking, and I'm just gonna attach a light to the effect. Fuck it. Lights are in the vehicle tag primary fire function. Right, they should be, but they're not. Hold on. I go here. Man, fucking fuck. Here. Sorry. Excuse my French. Lights. Impact.light. See, I copy that. Can I paste it in here? Oh, let me paste it. Okay, so the primary skill is going to be weapon illumination, but the impact.light... Oh, wait, it was always here. I was just blind as fuck. Impact.light's going to be copied and pasted into the remastered folder under here, and this one's going to be firing.light. And the firing.light is going to have the primary skill. It's going to be attached to weapon illumination, okay? And the color itself is also going to have a range. It's going to go between a nice light blue to a deep dank purple like this, and it's going to be a range, or it's going to be a curve function like that. The input to go between these curves is going to be the, you'll never guess, the weapon illumination function. So when the weapon lights up and illuminates, it's going to go, between blue to purple, which is pretty wicked rad. You love to see it. Zach Fair, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. I'm working on a Vulture in Space Engineers, based. I fucking love Space Engineers. Wish me luck. I've made a Jackrabbit Pelican with landing gear, also based, and a Cobra, as well as a few other vehicles. Okay, that's pretty sick. I may have actually flown your Pelican in Space Engineers. I love jumping on every now and then. I'm flying around with Halo vehicles. It's a good time. A very good time. Maximum distance is set to 2. Okay, that's not bad. The intensity as well is the only other thing I think I can control with this. The lifetime... Okay, I don't have to worry about that because it's an attached light, so it's always kind of there one way or another. Is there not a way to control the intensity of the light? Like, the light should be able to turn on. Hold on, let me see. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ooh. That's spicy. But also the intensity is unfortunately way too high. I'm going to turn that way the fuck down. That again. Ooh, that's nice. But then it needs to be attached to primary trigger. Let's try that again. Demon, thank you very much for the Viber. I appreciate it. You hear there's a new Halo 4 tools out? Or at least that's the rumor. Halo 4? Is that a video game? I don't know if I played that one. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Intensity is going to be another curve function where it's going to go from intensity 1 to intensity 0.1, also using the weapon illumination function. Let's see how that looks. I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of nice. What do you guys think? I think it's backwards. Hold on. 1 to 0.1. It just looks too intense. I'm gonna try cutting it in half. I like it. I like it. Use the Halo Wars 1 Locust sounds. Is this the Halo Wars 2 Locust sound? Halo Wars Locust beams seem to have a red corona and shades of pink and purple at the core of the laser. Really? I actually haven't noticed that. I could change it up, for sure. You know what this needs? Is intense particle systems. This beam feels too weak. It sounds weak, and it looks weak. This beam should not be weak. This is the Locust. It's a big-ass, scary-ass vehicle. It should be like... Demon, thank you very much for the Fiverr. Appreciate it. I still say out of all the OGs, Halo 4 has the best forge, and you can't change my mind. I think Halo Reach's forge was better, but Halo 4 does have light baking, which is pretty huge, so there's that. Halo 4's sandbox just wasn't good enough. Honestly, Halo 4's forge is better, but the sandbox in Halo 4 was much weaker, so I feel like it's worse just because of that. Also no Forge World. Bella, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate it. Can I have another work speech? I need one. Alright, let me think about this one for a second. My brain's buzzing. firing effect. We're gonna steal this. Alright, I'll try my best here, but I can't promise that it'll be an amazing speech. I'll give you a mini one that hopefully resonates a little bit. Alright, here's a something I think most people can relate to. Sometimes you're just going throughout your day and you know you gotta go work. You know you gotta do what you gotta do, but it's just one of those days and maybe something bad happened, or like maybe you're just not feeling it. You know, it could just be one of those days, or maybe some crazy shit happened. I don't know. But it usually ends up boiling down to the fact that you know you got to do it, but holy shit, that is the last thing you ever want to do. And there is no easy way about it, because when you know you got to do something, you just have to go get it. But the truth is, it really is never as bad as you think it is. Like 90% of the time, you just get in there and it's just you overthinking it, and once you're actually in it, you kind of hit your work mode, things just go, you hit the flow state, it's fine, it's not a big deal. The workday ends as time speeds by, and then finally you're just like, oh, I made it to the end of the day. It honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And that's the same as it is always. It's never as bad as you think it is. You get through it. It's all, usually it's just in your head, and the hard part is getting there rather than actually going through it. So hopefully that helps. I don't really feel like I'm the best at speeches like that, but that's something I know to be true. Alright, Demon, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate it. Okay, now picture this. Modding brings Forge World and a better sandbox. That would be pretty sick. I'll admit. That would be a huge improvement to Halo 4. Like a pretty huge major improvement. What was the worst job I ever had? I don't think any of my jobs have been like super bad. I used to be a car washer, like for a private detailing company. We would go and do like, they don't call it car washing, it's called detailing, because you do like more than just soaping and sudsing up the car. Like you get on the insides, you clean the entire interior, you would like wax it and do all this other stuff. I never got into like the hardcore, like high level stuff like waxing. My brother usually managed all that. But I would just like spray it down, power wash it, dry it. You had to use like special rags and things, like really nice microfibers that are clean. You can't have like, if a leaf touched the microfiber, like you'd have to be, you basically just can't use it. Might as well throw it out, because like you're gonna start ending up scratching the paint, and like these were for like rich clients and things, so any scratches in the paint, even micro scratches, like those, you know, those little swirls you see when the light hits like an older car, it's like a billion little tiny swirls. You're not allowed that. You can't do that. If you end up adding micro scratches and little swirls to like the car's paint, like damn, you can't. What happened if you fucked up a car? Well, you know, you just really hope that the client didn't notice, because, you know, chances are they don't have an eye for, like, you know, you just hope that they don't have an eye for that stuff, because I wasn't there for any time anything ever got fucked up, but, you know, that honestly wasn't a bad job. I don't feel like that was a bad job by any means. I enjoyed it, but if I had to compare it to all the other jobs I've had, like, I would say that was, like, the worst, but, like, it really wasn't bad. Demon, thank you very much for the 10. Appreciate it. Want my job? 8 hours working at a factory, and because it's 8-hour shifts instead of 12-hour shifts, I'm working every day. I've worked every day since the 2nd of January. Jesus Christ. That's so much. That's so much. I did not envy you for that. Demon taste tests dog food. Did you know that? Is that true, Demon? Can you verify that? I'll be honest, I do want to mod Halo 4 just so that I can bring it back to its roots. Fix the art style changes and get things back. Please. 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 Campaign version of the Scarab is working IK. Could you copy it over to multiplayer? No, unfortunately. The Scarab from campaign does not synchronize in multiplayer. The moment somebody drives it, they'll only see it moving on their screen, and you'll just see that person start floating through the air. Looks weird. I just noticed the other pick on Halopedia has a pure pink and purple Locust beam. Which one is it? Which one is it? Well, I don't remember. Oh, right. I remember what I was doing. Sweet. Okay, let me add a new event. Add some particle systems. What does this look like? Not like much, to be honest. Oh. Let's see. Still nothing, huh? Oh, wait, it's because they run events in parallel. Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! That can't be right. Halo, the Jerome collection. Not gonna lie. I really think Jerome's a total badass. If I could hit the Yoinky Sploinky, I mean, honestly, you know, I could do that. We could hit that Yoinky Sploinky like crazy. You wouldn't even, it'd be, you know, it's real crazy. Is there a reason these effects just are not appearing at all? I'm confused. They were appearing before. Woo! Alright, well, regardless, the beam looks pretty alright. I'm gonna add, what is this? Electric blue core, electric purple arcing effects on the outside. Yeah. I'm gonna put some electricity on it on top of everything else because I think that would look really nice. I think you're absolutely right about that. This song is good. So let's do that. We'll go, this is the Scarab firing effect. Plasma ring. I wonder why you're not rendering. Scarab stuff. Plasma ring is set to the primary trigger marker. And that should be all I really have to do for it. Surprised it's not rendering. Take care, Ars. I'm gonna head out. Have a good one, Lucifer. I appreciate you being here. Is there gonna be an overheat mechanic? Yeah, there is an overheat mechanic. Green did that already. I'm not gonna touch the mechanics of it. Skaboodly did the model and everything and made it look fucking like amazing. Green already handled all the mechanics for it. I don't want to really mess too much with anything other than the visuals of it, making sure that it's polished up and smoothed out. This is all there, baby. I'm just here to literally finish this shit. Call it a day. So that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, Scarab stuff, not working right now. Bit of a shame. Oh, wait, maybe it's because it doesn't have a length. Duh. I'm actually so dumb for that. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. So plasma ring is going to be set to purple. Ending at, I suppose I could end at blue. Sure, why not? And the scale say 0.5 to 0.25. That's kind of a nice effect. Boing, boing. It's a shame that it's like so deep in there, you can't really see the effect. Why is it cute? It kind of is the way that it hops. I do like it. 0.1 to 0.15. How about 0.2 to 0.3? Okay, we should see some electricity at the beginning of the beam now. It might be a bit too much, to be honest. I might have to reduce its size. 0.1 to 0.2 perhaps. Yeah, that's a bit more tasteful. Well, I think that's alright. Then I can change its color a bit. Right now it's using the Scarab electric arcs particle, but I'm gonna have to swap that out. Covenant Locust Remastered FX. This is gonna be the electric arcs for the Locust. Plasma Ring is also using the Scarab one, but I think it's okay because I'm not gonna make any adjustments to the particle. So instead, and now that we have our new electric arc particle, instead of using these electric arcs green that the Scarab uses, I'll see if they have electric arcs pink. Perfect. Better. So now if you guys want to get an up close look at what I just did, I don't know how well you can see it, but here's the new firing effect. Got some nice detailing up close. I like it. But I still think the beam needs to be a little bit more intense. I think it could use some dynamic, some more power. Made it not lore accurate. Suck my lore accurate nuts! Ugh. Imagine the whole beam was surrounded by electricity. Exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. So I'm going to go into the beam system that this uses. Also, it's lens flare, light volume, and... oh wait, I delete that. So just the beam system here. I'm going to add a brand new beam system to it. Can you believe it? The beam system here has two beams. Beam 0. Oh, I fucked it. Try it again. Beam 0 and beam 0. Beam 0. Alright, so this one is a 3D beam, and I think this one's the 2D beam. Yeah, okay, so this is a two-dimensional beam, so I'm going to duplicate this one, and this is going to be beam... I'll do this. Electric is what I'll call this beam, okay? So this is going to be the electricity surrounding the outside of the beam. As of right now, it's using... this is the type that it is. You can kind of see... it's very zoomed out. Here, let me show you. This is what the beam looks like right now. So this is the center core beam. Not very electric. I don't want to surround the beam with this. It'll look weird. This is good for like a core of a beam, which is what it's being used for right now. So instead of using this one, I'm going to see if I can't find another one like Wispy Trail, Tube, Scarab Beam, Basic. There's Outer Crackle. This one sounds interesting. Outer Crackle. What does this look like? You know, this could be good. This could be a good beam. It's like, it's got an interesting central beam, and then it's kind of got this electricity on the outside. There's potential here. There's potential here. So we could try that. And we'll just make it have like a really large size. Phone's gonna gotta go by a bit. I'll see you around 6th. Length will be 120. Is the thickness how? Let's see if the thickness is what I think it is. Let's try this. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so we can see there is some electricity on the outside now. But it's looking weird as hell, so we're gonna have to fix that. And that is entirely due to the UV tiling, which should be really low. Okay, so it's too low for sure. There's a little bit of like... Oh, I used this on my custom Scarab beam actually. It kind of looks like goopy plasma shooting out with it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like this effect all that much. The electricity doesn't feel very electric-y. It feels kind of like plasma goop is going along with it. It definitely makes the beam feel like meteor, but I don't know if I like that. Yeah, it doesn't feel as electric as it should, I think. So I'm gonna look for a better electric one. So that was... Let's try energy braids. What does energy braids look like? Oh, wait, this is like perfect. Hold up. This looks dope. Let's see. How does this look? I kind of like it. It makes the beam feel less uniform and more messy. Definitely seems more powerful. Demon of Song with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much for your $5. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Who are you? What if you up the thickness? Yeah, I was just thinking that. I feel like it's not quite electric-y and explosive enough. Let's set the thickness. Right now the thickness is at 0.5. I'm going to set it to 1, which is going to be way too much, but let's see. Oh, yeah, that's definitely too much. However, you know what I can do? What the fuck? Ooh, now that looks like a mean and powerful beam right there. Like, that's not a beam you want to get hit by at all. There's something I'm noticing though, which is that the light, I think the light's too juicy. The light's too intense. I'm gonna set its intensity pretty low. It's kind of bugging me that it's such a bright and intense pink when it fires. Yeah, maybe more intense as far as color, but less intense as far as literal intensity. I wonder if there's a way to blend the effect, add a slight blurring to it, theoretically. Yeah, I don't know. I'm iffy on it because it's a very repetitive effect. I like the light. I think the light got improved, but the beam itself, I I like energy trail. I'm gonna also try energy braids and see, or did I just do energy braids? Wait, isn't that the same thing as the one I just did? Wait, huh? Energy braids versus energy trail. What's the difference? Oh, energy trail's like thick. Yeah, what if I try energy trail? Energy braids is nice, but try energy trail. Wait, what? Now it's just shooting electricity. Yeah, I fucked up there. I meant to do energy trail on that one. Not the other way around. I have an idea. Hey, yo! Demon with the 20 bomb. Appreciate it. That's huge. What the fuck? Thank you very much. I feel like Green will agree with this suggestion for the next Halo Wars Wednesday. Screw story mode. You and him fight AI until you get the real hang of it. It will give you a good view of all the unique units. Honestly, not a bad idea, but I do really want to finish campaign, so I don't feel like I can just say screw it to campaign. I do want to do a lot of multiplayer. We're almost done with the campaign though, so it wouldn't take too long. I'll probably do like 2 hours of campaign, and then if I'm around 2 hours, I'll just go, fuck it, alright, time for multiplayer, and then just send it. By the way, I did find a way to soften the electricity. I think it looks a bit better like this. The color's a bit off though. Yeah. Blade Throwaway, thank you for the $5. I have an energy happy trail. Good, I'm glad. I'm really happy for you. Do we get the overheating thing? It doesn't have an overheating effect right now, but I should add one. I should definitely add one. That's a good idea, because right now it just overheats and all you see is that it stops firing. There's not any visual indicator that it's overheated. Yeah, I think this is good for the beam. It feels much more powerful. Why don't we should make it so the Locust, every time its foot steps, it leaves like an impact, like a decal. Like a crack in the ground. Can we do that? We can have like a crack decal, right? I feel like that should be doable. Why does it, you said right now it shoots like a weapon or something every time it hits the ground, which is definitely interesting, but I feel like we could do one higher than that. Maybe we could make it so the beam leaves like, oh, it already does leave like a little thingy. The impact right now just kind of looks like it's leaving a white orb. I think instead of a white orb, maybe make it like a red hot spark. Kind of like a welder. It shoots the ground to test the material below it per leg. Ah. So I think instead of making it, hang on, when it impacts right now, it's literally just a white blob. Like I know there's more to it, but it looks like a white blob. I'm thinking red hot impact, pink plasma, red, but also like a red hot impact leaving sparks would be really dope. The beams leave scorch mark. It leaves like a pink glowy circle behind, but no, that's not lore. I mean, I think that's lore accurate, actually. I think realistically that is very lore accurate. Transfer the splatter from the glassing beam, scale it down, and change the color. Yeah, more or less. Let me think though. The glassing beam does have sparks technically. I spent a decent amount of time getting that effect to kind of have all of that. So I'm going to need to grab... You know what? I'm just going to give it the glassing beam impact effect to begin with, and then I'm just going to, like, shrink it all down, scale it down. So to begin with, it's going to be, like, insane, and then by the end of it, it should be much, much better. So yeah, that'll do. We'll go vehicles, Corvette, FX, weapons, glassing beam, FX, and then impact dot effect, beam impact dot effect. Oh damn, this song's going hard. It's going hard. Alright, so here we have my glassing beam effect for the impact. It's got one impact effect. It's got a sound that we don't need, a decal system we do need, and a shocker. So all I'm going to take from this is the decal. So yeah, let me Windows Explorer here and give me this. This is beam impact.effect. I'm going to yeet that into the Locust Remastered's effects folder. This will be, I'm just going to call it impact. And this is what the weapon is going to use, where I can do... Where is it? Where is impact effect? Oh, right, it's in the projectile. I'm dumb. What? Does it not have an impact effect? Flyby slash impact. Impact damage, yes. No impact effect? How is that possible? I literally see that it... Wait a minute. Don't tell me. It's using material effects for this? That's too big brain. I'm not doing that. Alright, here comes the end of the world. It's now a glassing beam. My eyes, my eyes! So obviously we're going to need to scale that down pretty substantially. So here is the duplicated glassing beam effect that Locust is using. Thankfully it's relatively simple. We don't need the sound of steam. We don't need the lens flare that I honestly didn't see. And we definitely don't need the damaging shockwave that blows stuff back like a mile. When I spill coffee in my lap, ugh. Yeah, I feel that. So there is a couple of effects here that are relatively important. But first, I need to make sure the decal that this is using is a lot smaller and a much different color. So here's the impact.decal system. So for those of you who don't know how the decal system works, basically, it's the reason the ground glows a very bright white orange is because it's what's known as a decal is placed onto the ground as like a picture that's on the ground, but it's a very glowy picture. So that's what that is. And so for the glassing beam, it's a very bright orange. And I'm going to change that to a pinkish red. A hot pink, if you will. And the intensity will be 1. And the size, I think the size right now is enormous. Yeah, the radius is 10. I'm going to make it like 0.1 for the radius on this. Oh! That's not right. Lifespan should be like 1 second. I think that's correct. It should be perfect like that. What? Why? Impact effect is using Covenant Locust Remastered Impact.effect. Impact is using Covenant Locust Remastered Decal, which is this one. Why is it so big? Oh, there's two of them, that's why. Radius 0.1 to 0.1. Decay time. So this one takes slightly longer, so it'll be 1.2 to 1.2 with a lifespan of 2 seconds. Okay, let's try that again. That's better. But honestly, it's a little bit too small now. If you scale the Locust up, you get a Reaper from Mass Effect. Yeah, kinda. They do look pretty similar. Okay, so these particles, I'm gonna be honest, are slightly, a tiny bit extremely intense. So we're gonna have to tone those down a lot. So the sparks are the first thing I'm gonna have to change. The sparks are really big. Extremely, really big. If you scale the Locust up, you get a Scarab. Yeah, cursed Scarab. Like an anti-air looking Scarab if that thing was the size of one. So mission radius is going to be like 0.25, and the initial velocity, they really just go flying out in all directions. Is there a reason that there's like 2 sets of sparks? Anyway, the size of this is like way too big. Their size is gonna have to go way the fuck down. They're huge. Particle scale 1 to 0.5. Am I even editing the right thing anymore? Like what? I get rid of that mist effect. Yeah, 100%. It's massive right now. So 0.01 to 0.4. How about like 0.01 to just 0.01? Okay, now there's little baby sparks, which is what I was hoping for. Slightly less baby sparks. That looks good. Make the whole thing pink. What? The sparks are good. There's now pod steam. If I'm not mistaken, the pod steam is just awful. It's the fuck, I crashed my game on accident. Damn it. I accidentally deleted part of an effect that was still playing. Ugh. You heard me make it pink. Maybe I will. Lol, third crash. The first 2 were your fault. Ugh. How's it going? Good, good. I'm doing some little touch-ups to Skaboodles and Green's Locust before it's complete. Working on effects, which honestly is some of my favorite stuff to do. I love doing effects so much. It was an absolute blast. Alright, let's see. We're going places with that. That's promising. As far as the Steam goes, I mean, I don't mind there being Steam. I think it's a cool effect. It looks nice. But it's just really big. It's so fucking huge. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's a... Okay, so this is an explosive Steam that goes shooting out in all directions. So make sure that's done playing, and I'll delete it. And then we go back in, and I crashed again, bitch! I swear that all the Steam effects were gone off the screen. I swear. So close, so close. I'm gonna try my best to pronounce your name. I'm gonna say Drake's Wolf, actually, is how that's said, funnily enough. Drake's Wolf? I'm gonna say Drake's Wolf. Thank you very much, Drake's Wolf, for the $10 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Do you ever think 343 would add mod content in an official capacity, i.e. new maps, vehicles, etc.? How do you feel about that as a mod creator? I think the really, really good arena maps should get in eventually. Because right now, one of the things that the Infinite team at 343 is doing is making a Forge playlist that has a bunch of really cool Forge content. Like Forge maps in Infinite that'll go into matchmaking. So they're just like polishing it up really quick. I think if 343's MCC team did the same thing, where they took like all the best, most high quality and polished mods and threw them into like a mod playlist, that would be sick. That would be sick as fuck. And I would be totally open to that. I think that mods that are up to 343's standards deserve to be in there. And I think it would be a really fun way to add new content, fresh new content for all players. Especially ones who don't really do a lot of modding and mod content. Alright. We're just going to wait for that entire effect to finish playing here. Wow, look at that. We're waiting on the whole effect. Surely. Surely it's done playing and I won't crash if I delete something now. Alright, Steam... So Flash, Spark, Orange, I already took care of that. Then we have two effects left. Steam Burn Off. Steam Burn Off, add heavy. Initial velocity is 2 to 5. And the scale is just way too big. Alright, let's see what this looks like now. So we have a glowy effect and a steam effect, and they spawn in a massive radius. So we're going to have this go to a nice pale pink from a nice deep purple. And the radius that it comes from is going to be very small. Emission radius will be 0.25 to 0.25. That looks pretty bad, not going to lie. But it also is not good because the initial velocity is stupidly high. And the steam, so I think the lifetime on this needs to be like way down. Lasting 1 to 2 seconds is absurd. That's an improvement. Now I'm going to go to the other steam part, which I think could be good here. The emission radius will go 0.25 to 0.25. In fact, it's not even a range. It's just 0.25. And the velocity is also going to be the same as the other one, but the lifespan is going to be a little bit longer. The scale, we're going to do wow to wow. And the lifespan is going to be slightly longer at... Oh, wait, let me change the tint color. Where's the lifespan? Lifespan. How long do I want this to appear on the screen for? Where is it? Am I blind? Oh, here. 3 to 5 seconds. That's a bit much. Let's do like 1 to 2 seconds. That's kind of cool. The weird wispy purple fire looks a bit strange though. Also make a heat refraction effect on the beam and impact. Ah, yeah, 100%. So I think the impact decal could use a bit of an intensity upgrade. It doesn't look that bright. There's like a lot of purple to it, a lot of pink, which is cool and all. But realistically, maybe I should just make it like orange, because like this thing is burning a hole through stuff. It's not, it shouldn't be like burning a pink hole through stuff, it should just be burning like an orange fiery hole. Bring the bloom. Ground particles could have a shorter lifespan, they kind of look like cotton candy. Yeah, I agree. They don't look like, I was trying to make it look like really intense fire, but honestly, if I removed them, I feel like that wouldn't be bad. Let me set the emission rate on them to 0, and I want to see, because it might honestly be better without them. Okay, no, it definitely looked better with them. I lied. But they need some improvements, or else they're not going to be very great. So it's alpha state. Maybe they just need like a longer lifespan? Could that be it? It doesn't, it needs more intensity if anything, hold on. There's a chance that could make it look better. I will take that chance. Beam burn off, add heavy is under glassing beam. Beam burn off, add heavy, I'm gonna put that under the Locust Remastered, FX. Impact, fire. I'm gonna up the intensity a bit here. It's at 10 right now? It does not look like 10 at all. It really looks like cotton candy. Like, I can't shake that feeling. Its color over lifetime should be reversed. What is its color right now? It ends up as a lighter color. Alright, how about we go like bright pink to ending in like purple. Let's see. Ooh, wait, that looks kind of sick. Like a glowing white hot fire now. But then the ending color should be like a dark, deep dark purple. How can I improve it further though? I'm not convinced this is the right move yet. There's something about it that's just, it's not right. Wait, I think I might know what it is. Double the emission rate. Reduce the scale by half. What does that look like? That, I think it made it look more natural. Maybe. It adds more detail to it. It's not just big puffs of cotton candy anymore. It's like small puffs of cotton candy. It's supposed to mimic fire, but it just doesn't look like fire. I just don't think that's a good fire effect. It's good for steam, but not for fire. It looks like magic. Yeah, it's too swirly and like, ooh. So that's because right now it's using this effect, which is Wispy Smoke Large, I think I can do better than that. I need fire. Let's see what the base map we can do. Smoke, fiery. What about, yeah, smoke, fiery, small. What does this look like? Is this going to be a good one? That could be good. Let's see how that looks. I feel like it's an improvement. Definitely looks more like fire. No scorch marks, no smoke. You don't think the scorch marks look good? There is smoke, but it's actually really hard to see on this map. Let me make it more visible. Does impact fire, the wispy smoke, I think it's just got too low of an alpha. Is that what it is? It's like very transparent. Let's see. Does it have like a permanent low transparency here or something? It's set to alpha blend, which is fine. Alpha is set to 1, so it should be fully visible. I wonder what's going on with it. Truly do not know on that one. There is steam. No persisting scorch marks decals. Throwing a bit of heat haze and brief electrical arcs. Brief electric or heat haze 100%. Electrical arcs would probably look pretty nice. Skaboodly, thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. Try making the ground effects more purple or reddish instead of bright pink. Also make the ground particle that sort of electric plasma ball. Ah, I know what you're talking about. Electric plasma ball would be good. I was actually very tempted to not only switch it from like, to a more purple, but also to switch it to like a more like just red overall, like a red orange, like it's hot, because plasma is not gonna leave like pink marks. Like realistically, it's just not. Let me try this. Let's try more of a red and see how that looks. Still too pink, in my opinion. Might just be too bright overall. Let me reduce the intensity of it. Yeah, could definitely benefit from some like heat haze. And the sparks right now are colored a very pink. I'm gonna make them like more reddish for sure. And the impact decal should not be pink. I think the impact decal being pink looks weird. Let me change that right now to kind of a red like that. Let's see how that looks. Alright, so it should be like that. Okay, but then the final one should be like kind of a deep orange. So let's see how that looks. Let's change, we'll give the tint color like a range, okay? The range of the tint color, it'll start out, right? It'll start out pinkish, and by the end of it, it'll end up like very orange yellow. I want to copy that over to the core as well. Okay, maybe I can't, but I'll try it. Curve. Yeah, so it'll start out kind of pinkish and then end up a very, very orange yellow. Let's see how that looks. Wait, what the fuck? All of the ones on screen react the same way? Oh, it's because they didn't put function data in, duh. Actually, what would be what functions can you use for this? Now that I think about it, I actually have no idea what functions. Age? Is that a function? Can I do that? Oh, that is a function. Cool. I think pink looks weird though. It'll go full red and call it a day on that one. Pink is just too, how do I put it? Pink. Doesn't look very, very hot. Oh, man does not read chat. I tried to, but trust me, when your screen looks like this, it's kind of hard to read chat and focus on all of the values on screen as well. It's not a bad effect so far. It has sparks, it has fire, it has hot looking decals. Solid effect, solid effect. Maybe some heat though, some heat distortion, and then I'll call it a day. Let's do where the wispy smoke is. I'll duplicate it and I'll hunt down particles, steam, wispy smoke, distortion, distortion shimmer. Let's try that. See if it's just off the base. Ooh, ooh. It's a very large effect. I don't know if you can really see that on stream very well. It's very, very distorted around where it impacts though. Cool. Here, I'll try to shoot it next to the camera. Hold on. Kinda? Let's see. You should be able to see that. That's pretty cool. Skaboodly, thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate it. Might want to test this on other maps that aren't snow as well. Could look completely different on dirt versus metal versus sand. Yeah, I agree. You're actually very right about that. Rejected reader super chats? Oh, yeah, my bad. Demon, thank you for the $5 super chat. You mean lightish red, right? Yeah, yeah, this is it's a lightish red beam. Lightish red is a very manly beam color. And this is a very manly beam. Ship it? Yeah, that's pretty dope. People do not want to fuck with the Locust. The fire kind of reminds me of like Half-Life fire. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of reminds me of the Half-Life fire effects. Half-Life 2, I mean. Is that too much heat? I feel like... Nah, I kind of like it at that much, to be honest. It's a really cool looking effect. What does it look like when you're driving it? Doesn't feel too crazy when you're driving it, but on the ground, that's scary. Alright, up next on the list of effect to-dos would be make footstep effects. Because right now it technically has like footsteps. They're specifically dirt footsteps, and I'm not gonna lie, they look kind of funny. There's like a small puff of dust and then a bunch of rocks go flying at high speeds, which it's not good enough. It's gonna need to be different. I know Green tried to make it so that they shoot and do a like bullet impact, but it doesn't seem to be working correctly because bullet impacts here should be leaving snow marks in the ground, but instead they're just leaving like random dirt impacts. So I'm not really sure how that didn't work, but I'll see if I can make that work because I like his idea. It's very smart. Also, wait, if I throw a grenade here, it's a sensor bullet. I see. I'm not sure really how that work. How do other vehicles do it? There are no other vehicles that do footsteps. So I don't know. One thing that would be cool though is the way explosions and like frag grenades work change very dynamically depending on where they are like impacted. So like a snow versus sand versus dirt, it'd be kind of cool to do that. Let's see. Let's see. The frag grenade impact effect. It's like a material effect, yeah? When it explodes, that's the only way it could be dynamically changing based on the different surfaces. So, in order to make each footstep dynamically change depending on where it impacts, it needs to be a material effect, because that's exactly what material effects are made for. For example, if we go into the Warthog, where is it? Warthog, the way that the wheels work and the way that they dynamically change depending on the surface, I believe is based off of its material effect. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I know that it has something to do with material effects. Yeah, friction points here, which control where materials are. Yeah, I don't know, but I think a cool way to do this would be each time the Locust takes a step, right? Green kind of has it where it has like what's called like a sensor bullet, which I think is just for specific sounds. But what if instead it just had a projectile come out, like an effect played that spawned a projectile, and that projectile spawned a material effect. So that way every single time that it like walks, the footstep causes an impact effect on the ground. I don't know if that would work though, because this thing doesn't really touch the ground. Maybe I'll just do a generic effect. Yeah, I think a generic effect would be smarter. Alright, let's check it out. Covenant Locust Remastered. Covenant Locust Remastered. Model animation graph. Locust leg lift sound. I don't have that sound. I don't know if I'm supposed to. But the walk or move front has effect events of step test. Okay, so let's check out how this all works. Step test is an effect, and it spawns in a projectile at The up location? Do only the front 2 feet spawn in effects? No. All the feet spawn in effects. So then... what? How does that... Green, how does your effect work? I don't get it. Oh, right, because you just specified the marker. Okay, never mind. I get it. I'm just dumb. So what it does is it just spawns in a projectile, that's it, and this projectile is called Step Test. And it has material effects and no impact effect. It has material responses. And so that is tied to the material effect that it has because it do be like that. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I mean, minus the frag grenade sound effect, if it was stomping like that everywhere, that would be pretty dope. That's fucking terrifying, and I like it a lot. So if I modified each effect so that it didn't leave like a burnt decal on the ground, and instead it was just like a step, and the sound effect was more of like a boom rather than like a high-pitched explosion. I don't know if it would kick up quite that much dust, but it's all, yeah, it might be theoretically a bit much. That's pretty cool. What other material effects do I have here that I could theoretically use? Rocket launcher is probably really intense. Rocket launcher is even bigger. Assault bomb. How big is the assault bomb? It says nothing. Alright, moving on. What's a small explosion? Does the brute shot have something good for this maybe? That's pretty good. Brute shot's not bad at all, actually. That's pretty cool. So brute shot has all the effects are in which category? Not collision, small. Impact slash detonate. I think this is where everything is. Impact slash detonate, and it has materials for effect, weapons, impact, impact, explosion, small. That's pretty smart. That's good. Honestly, the only thing that I don't like is that it leaves like these burnt scorch marks on the ground. Let me see if there's another material effect I could do instead. Because I like that it's an explosion, but I also don't like that it's an explosion, if that makes sense. Like, I would rather it be like an actual heavy impact. And now that I think about it, there might be a solution to this. There might be a solution here, which is that instead of doing a weapon impact, I'll literally just do a vehicle impact like the Warthog, right? So when it does an impact... no, that's not going to work because this is a weapon. Let's try Havoc. No. Let's do... Maybe the weapon is the only thing we're going to be able to do here. Weapon impact. Impact explosion small. What about impact bullet large? No, I'll have to actually choose from these. If I didn't have to adjust all of these manually, I would gladly make my own, but I would have to do this for every single effect for like every single thing, and that's a lot of work just for the footsteps on this. So I think what I'm gonna do is set it to the explosion small from the brute shot and call it a day, because that actually looks pretty good. But I think I do need to make it so the projectile lasts slightly longer. Because I think its maximum range of 0.2 is a little low. I think 0.5 would be better. Now it kind of... oh, and then I should probably make that also spawn when this thing lands on the ground. Kaboom. Like that. So let's do... Step test is fine, the projectile is fine, but the effect event on land hard needs an effect event. Let me copy it from move front. So move front has it so there's effects for all the feet, and then I think I'm just going to copy that into land hard and replace everything in here with it and just make that at frame 0 for everything so that the moment it lands it does that. Let's see how that looks. Whoa. Okay, what about like, do I have to change the frames they're on or something? 0, 1, 2, 3? Hello. Where the fuck did my Spartan go? Oh, he fell through the floor. Okay. Oh, that worked better. Did I do a grenade explosion for when it lands? I suppose I could make it a bigger one. Is that gonna be annoying? I feel like this is gonna be so annoying to drive though, like it's so loud. Oh, it's horrible. It's so painfully loud. The effect is nice looking, but sound-wise, my ears hurt. It's okay though. You know, it's decent. You can't change that? I mean, I can change everything about it. The problem is not that I can change everything about it or can't. Oh wait, sounds for default material. Oh wait, no, I actually could easily change it. Hold on. Let me make a new material effect for it. Right now it's using brute shot. Okay, it turns out sound is the one thing that's actually easy to change about it. Excuse me. Damn. Whew. Let's do material effects, locust, step, material effects. Yeah, thankfully I can change that easily. Jadion, re-upping as a 4-month Covenant member. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I tried to build my maps with a common shared file, but it doesn't work through Workshop. I guess it'll be a 4.5 gig download instead of 2. Sag. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll be able to use shared files for that kind of stuff. Fingers crossed. I have no idea really, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that. Where's all the physics sound effects? Sound. Vehicles. Is there like an impact folder? Where? I swear. Is that Anthony LaMonica re-upping for that 8th month? 8 months. Damn, 8 months. That's a long ass time. Definitely earned that red badge, that's for sure. Try the grenade launcher firing sound from Reach. Makes a nice dull thump. It's a good idea. If I can, I want to see really quickly. Is it DSP effects? No, that's something else. Oh, my Ghost of Lockout sounds. I forgot about those. I should go test out my Ghost of Lockout one of these days. Material, hard, terrain, stone, collision, medium. What does that sound like? ASMR as fuck, but not the move. Materials, havoc. Oh, the dumpster sound effect. This is what I'm after. Wait. Wait, actually it doesn't sound bad. What the fuck? It's too hollow, but like... Why is that actually not bad? What the fuck? This one's also a little bit too tinny and hollow. What else? What could be like something really solid? Big metal crashes. Oh, it sounds like something's breaking. There's got to be something I can use in here. There's no way there's not something that actually works. Covenant Hall panel hits? Weapon drop pod sound. Oh, true. Wait, what? I have to find out what that uses somehow. I actually have no idea what that uses. God, what would that use? It wouldn't be like a havoc material, would it? It would be like... tough. Not tough. Hard. Terrain stone. No, I already did that. Metal thick. Hard, metal thick, Covenant Hunter sound? No, these are gonna be super weak. I gotta... What is that thing called? It's like a drop pod. It's under like gear, human, military, resupply capsule, unfired, dot crate. Uses object fragile collision damage. The material... It doesn't have a material effect. That can't be right. Capsule destroyed dot effect. Okay, wait. This is the effect. It has the sound effect of... Doesn't play a sound? Then if it doesn't play a sound, how does it... I'm confused. Nuke footsteps. Now you're talking. Weird. I actually don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. Weird. I think I might still be able to find something here. We'll see. Bone. Wait, what is this? Antenna comm? Wooden pallet. Winch? What does the winch sound like? That's just terrible. Alright, moving on. Tree log. Tether cable hits. Nothing of value there. Sewer grate. Way too hollow and tinny. Anime girl sexy moan footstep sounds. Ah, you know, if I can find that in here, we'll end up using that 100%. Propane tank. Sounds like mining in RuneScape. I'm gonna grab myself some mithril real quick. Alright, what else? I'm mad to say the dumpster so far is the best sound. But it's not good enough. I'm gonna start assuming that the materials havoc sounds are just not gonna cut it. And that from now on I'll have to find something else. Like hard, metal thick, hits, metal thick, medium. What does this sound like? No. Terrain, concrete, melee. They're all just like these very wimpy, light sounds. There's nothing really like heavy. Just because we're in Texas, we gotta use the propane. Ah, man. This is rough. Wait. Okay, never mind. Device machines, maybe. Brain? No. Scarab. Oh, here we go. This one will surely not be super loud and kill my ears. Sounds kind of too heavy, to be honest. It's not bad for now, to be honest. Makes the beam sound way too quiet. To be honest, I think the beam sound effect's just like very quiet overall. Maybe I'll edit the beam sound. It's really damn loud. That's true. That's true. Beam sounds kind of wimpy. It does sound kind of wimpy. I hate to say it, but like, it is not a very scary sounding weapon. Let's see if we can't fix that. So here's the weapon. Locust firing sound looping. So here's the firing begin sound. So what does this have? It's got the default gain set of -3. It should definitely be like 5. It doesn't even have the distances set. Wait, hold up. Minimum distance you should be able to hear this from should be like, I don't know, 8 units, and the maximum distance should be like 35 units, and the gain base should definitely be like 5. Okay, I'm gonna save that and use that for all of these. Hold on. I don't think Green ever set these up on accident. Because this is one of the first sounds I think he put in. He didn't set up any of the values for this stuff, so if I just set them real quick, it should be good. So that's gain base of 5, minimum distance of 8, and then the maximum distance of 35. I think the footstep sounds are honestly you just hear them from too far away. Because they're like Scarab footstep sounds. Yeah, that's just not a fantastic. I think it'll need a custom footstep sound imported. Could you add some of the focus rifle sounds from Reach? Yeah, 100%. I would say so far the effects improvements today are pretty substantial. You know, this doesn't look too bad. Has anybody else seen Mr. Beast surviving in Antarctica? I have not. What was I doing? I need beam. Oh, this something I need to fix that's been bothering me for quite a while, which is that the Locust biped. Let me look at it in debug mode. Hold on. The Locust has a good sized like biped thingy, and I think, yeah, it fires like more or less directly where I shoot it, but the camera is like literally too low. I need to adjust the camera on the Locust. I'm gonna move it up by like 1 unit. On 6, I'll move this from 1 to 2.5. That's too high actually. I'll move it to like up by 0.5. Might be too high to be honest. It just needs to be like slightly higher to be honest. Like, because it bounces up so much that it like ends up filling up the entire screen while it's walking. 1.5 to 2 point, let's see. Yeah, that's still too much. I'll add 0.2 to it. I'll add 0.2 to everything. I think that'll be good. Oh wait, hell no. No. That's a mistake waiting to happen. Yeah, you have to multiply it. Never add. Wait, how are you adjusting the camera track? Just manually. Oh no, wait, I was doing that right actually. Never mind. 1.7, 3.3, 3.2, 3.1, 2 point. Right now it's just 3 points. 3.0 I should actually do. 2.6 becomes 2.8. 2.2 becomes 2.4. This is 1.7 already. This one becomes 1.0. This one becomes 0.4. One becomes negative 0. Or this becomes positive 0.2. This one becomes positive 0.1. This one becomes also positive 0.1. And the same for this. Okay, let's see how that looks. Looks good. I moved the entirety of the camera upwards, so now the locust should no longer... Yeah, the locust never hits the center beam area. So, long story short, you can always see where you're aiming. The locust should never cover it up. It gets close and it tries, but it never quite does. You always have a clear visual on where you're aiming. Much better. You have to teach me how sometime, because adjusting camera track for the jackrabbit drove me insane. Yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward once you understand how the tag works. There's just not really a lot of documentation on how it works. For a brief explanation, basically, I assume you get the gist of how it works. Wait, make your camera track in Blender like a pro modder? Honestly, smart. Actually smart to do that. Being smart is not my forte. Make your camera track in assembly. Been there. I don't want to do that shit again. Looks pretty good so far. It looks pretty good. I like it. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Let's see, what else is it? Locust is pretty good. It needs destruction physics now, and I need to fix the damage states. But that's kind of boring, so I think I'll just do that off stream. I actually have motivation to work on this off stream for once. But I am also really fucking hungry, so I'm going to order some food. I might just call it a day here, because I'm going to end up working really slowly if I keep streaming, and the whole point of streaming is to provide entertainment, and none of the rest of the stuff I'm going to do on stream I think is going to be very entertaining, so might as well just call it a day, especially after I've been streaming for like almost 3.5 hours. It do be a good, decent stream here. Yeah, actually though, huge shout out to Skaboodly for making such an amazing Locust and Jackrabbit. Phenomenal work. Looking beautiful, beautiful vehicles. Also, huge shout out to Green for rigging up this Locust and having the nice, beautiful base model to work off of before Skaboodly ever even did the high quality model. Green had a really nice Locust working. And now this thing's gonna be so fucking sick. This is gonna be terrifying to fight. I cannot wait to fight the high quality Locust. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I'll have to find a better sound effects for the feet at some point. Wow. Alright. Sounds like it's time for me to head off for the night. I'm gonna go get some food, and it'll be good. Estimated release date? No estimated release date, but soon. I'm not gonna do release dates anymore, but it's really soon. Anyway, have a wonderful night, you guys. Huge thank you to everybody who contributed to the super chats and everything. Big thank you to everybody being here in chat today. It's been a lot of fun. We did a little bit of work on the Scarab, a little bit of work on the Locust, some other things that I can't remember off the top of my head because my brain go burr, but we'll have a much more in-depth stream tomorrow, some more interesting stuff. But I hope you enjoyed being here regardless. Do be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Do be sure to follow me on socials, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Thank you again, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Stream continues tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody. Avery with the 2. Thank you. Dog, is I thinking about cornfields in the chat? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? That's my brother. Got back from the cornfields. Wait. You know what? I don't know. I'll DM about it. But have a good night, everybody.